it's Sai. I have recently been trying to update my island on Animal Crossing New Horizon because my sister has just started playing it and I wanted to join. I played Animal Crossing New Horizon when it came out, peak COVID when we all had to stay indoors. So seeing my sister play for the first time, it makes me feel so nostalgic. When I used to go online with my friends and have birthday parties and hang out with them, even married one of my friends on there just for fun. Now, I ain't no newbie towards Animal Crossing. This isn't my first game. My first game was Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS when I was like 10. I loved the game so much. It was cozy, yet it had its terrifying things like glitches, rumors, and Rossetti. Look, if you know, you know. Them dialogues felt like hours, no joke. But man, did the rumor aspects made it worse since I played a modded version. I don't want to say that word if you know what I mean, of the game since I was like a broke kid and my parents did not want to buy like multiple games. Also, playing the game at night made it so terrifying. I don't know why. It felt so uneasy since the characters felt so dead. Like, too robotic for my liking. I don't know, but the game just gave me the creeps back then, and I heard it isn't any better for the older ones. Anyways, I still like it, so that's why I played New Horizons and I want to humanize the characters. I did want to warn y'all, before we start, I wanted to get these refs out of the way and the refs in the next video so I could start art fight without having to worry about videos needing to be done. So I apologize in advance at how bad the anatomy and art style looks. I tried making the designs as close as possible, but rushing at the same time. Alright, now let's get on with the video. We are starting off with the money-grubbing Tanuki, Tom Nook. I just realized his name sounds like Tanuki. Anyways, this mole rat-looking thing charges you rent in the game. Who knew you also need capitalism in a cozy-like game? I used to use cheat codes or duplication glitches to survive getting out of depth in Wild World, but in New Horizons, you can't really do that. So I sold things for bells online in a Discord server. I would make coconut juice stands on my island and sell those. Or I would sell Nook Mile tickets for high amounts of bells. It got the debt paid and my friends' debts too, because they helped me get fish bait to sell too. I was making a business out of this, dear lord. And all because of this greedy motherfucker. Not gonna lie though, he isn't my favorite character, but he's okay. I like his rivalry with Red. I think they were exes at one point. Also, I couldn't decide whether or not to give him an apron or give him the New Horizon fit. I went with the New Horizon outfit since it's like a full-on outfit unlike just the apron. I did a concept design saying what I liked and went with it. Since his eyes are droopy, I did just that for his eyes, and you could tell at the end I gave him small eyeshadow, or it's like natural, I don't know, but I wanted to make his eyes have that outer color. His nose also has that outer color, so I made him have a mustache for that. And a piercing for the ear color. Maybe he got it in his young days with Red, I don't know. His outfit is self-explanatory. It's the one from New Horizon. His shoes are also like those dad loafers. I don't know, the fancy ones, and socks going above his ankles for the dad look. I also made his hair very curly for the ears being round reference. Added some darker colors to the roots of his hair, his sideburns and mustache, and that's really all. I love his colors and the way he looks. The anatomy throws me off though, but like I said, these were rushed, so this is what you get. Okay, so before I talk about the next character, I drew this without a sketch layer. I just went straight to the line art, so it may look wonky. I used to draw when I was at work since we had a lot of free time and we couldn't bring anything inside since there were metal detectors when you go in, since it was a strict place. So all I could use to draw in my free time was a small label paper that we used to like label the boxes and a pen. Yeah, no pencils or erasers. So I got used to drawing with confident lines and not making heavy mistakes or erasing. Here are some examples of those pieces I drew. I just wanted to mention that, especially because I don't know if people will believe me that I just did a random drawing with just straight to line art. No, but trust me, it is much easier to do it in a drawing program than it is on just pen and paper. I don't know how I did it back then. I was on something. I think I could still do it, but like I don't know. Anyways, it's time for Isabelle. She's really cute. I used to not see the appeal on her, but she grew on me. I like how sweet she is and very mature as well. In New Horizons, she just stays in the town hall, which is sad, but she's there. I don't have a very strong connection to her since I never played New Leaf when I was younger. I have New Leaf now and haven't gotten to it yet, so the only way I knew her before New Horizons was Super Smash Bros., which is the outfit I lean towards for this design, which is the New Leaf outfit, I think. So I made a concept design to add more details to the outfit. Her hair is in a loose like bun with bells as her hair tie and bracelets. I have a plushie of her that has bells, and I just now headcanon her having these bells that every time she walks, you could hear them. So yeah, you could just hear her walking by whenever she is like in the room because of the bells. Well, it's not really a headcanon since it is canon and you do hear her bells in the game, but you know what I mean. I made her bow in the front bigger and gave her puffed up sleeves with a red ribbon on it and an office skirt and black flats. That's all I really did for her, as well as her hair color representing her ears in the middle section. I hate how I did this without a base sketch, but you know, we do what we gotta do. My sister said her hair color looked like a highlighter and now I can't unsee it. Well, that's Isabelle done. Now onto Blathers. I realized that Blathers stands for blabbering and feathers, I think. I don't just want to make assumptions. My sister really loves him. She likes smart guys who have random fun facts of things or knows infos about the littlest of things here and there. I honestly relate to Blathers on hating bugs. Don't at me, I just don't like how they feel or look. They terrify me. I always used to see him in Wild Roll when he was in the museum, and since I always played in the day, because I hated how Wild Roll fell in the night, I'd always see him sleeping. Now in New Horizons, I play really late at night and see him awake a lot of the time, so. For the concept design, I kept it vague, but still legible for me. I gave him eyebrows that look like the front of Blathers. I gave him a suit with a vest that matches Blathers' chest colors. Made it look a bit fancy here and there. For his shoes, I wanted to give him loafers, like those fancy shoes, you know, the ones you wear with the tux. I gave him glasses since he is an owl and owls always give me like the glasses vibes. Also to those glasses, I added these round-like things dangling from his glasses to represent his cheek colors. For his hair, I just did the same vibes Blather has, like messy in the back and proper and tame in the front. I also colored them like his front bang things. His socks are the same color as his vest, and that's all I really did for his design. I only like his hair. His anatomy makes me want to jump off a bridge, but the design is good. It's just the posing. But yeah, I like his glasses. They're cool. On to the next one. Mabel. Mabel is the outgoing sister of the three Able sisters. She's really cute and social. I don't know much about her, sadly, besides her personality and occupation, so this is very bland, but her design is the one I like the most out of all of these designs I did, as well as Sable's. For her concept design, I made her look like those 2000s girlies, but trust me, that's not what I was going for or wanted to lean towards. But it kind of worked. I gave her a high ponytail for the spiky look Mabel has. I wanted to give her a confident look like she's welcoming you, but I just made her look like those popular chicks. Added her iconic apron and made the ribbons look like her tail-ish. The colors don't match, but it's representing it. Gave her a dress and flat shoes. I also gave her thick eyebrows, and for her cheek colors, I made them earrings since she's the only one of the sisters who has thick eyebrows and colored cheeks. I also gave her like tights, colored tights. This was really short despite her being my favorite design, but there she be. I like her design so much. She looks like the outgoing girl she is, and it's just cute and I love it. Here's Mabel. Last but not least, Sable, the oldest of the sisters, but the shyest, or kept to herself. I like how she opens up to you in New Horizons. I don't think we get that in Wild World. I kept seeing her in the corner and that's it, sadly. They added more to the sisters, like Label herself. Back in Wild World, we had this ugly ass giraffe that would judge you no matter what you wear. And now we have Label. who is much nicer. Anyways, to Sable's design, her concept design was the same. I liked it. So for her hair, I made it spiky like Sable is, but loose hair instead of up like Mabel's hair. Gave her a handkerchief on her hair to hold back her hair while she works. Of course, she has to have her apron and give her gloves so she could work safely. Gave her a long sleeved shirt with rolled up sleeves for them not to bother her. Lastly, gave her leggings and flats. Oh, and I added her freckles, of course, and eyeshadow, since she kind of looks like she has some in some way. I also realized Sable is the only one that has her name at the end, like Able, like Able instead of Abel, you know? The other two have it like that. Or I think it's Mabel who has it like, I don't know. One of them has it like differently than the others. I don't know which one. One of them too. So I like her look. She looks very pretty and looks like the oldest sister because she is, but I really like her older look. She also looks modest and tired like she's supposed to, and I like the results. That's the last of them. Here's Sable. Thank you for watching. I had so much procrastination on working on these, but I wanted to finish it for you guys. My favorites are Mabel and Sable, as you could tell. I'll do Label in the next part since she is a later character. I want to do the other characters like KK Slider, Flake, CJ, you know, those other ones. So if you want to see them or different characters, you can tell me below. I don't mind. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video and don't mind the lowish effort drawings I did. Have a good rest of your day and bye.